we're going to talk about the word Agata. Agata! Where's Agata? That means a wildcat in Swahili in the Yoruba language, but a lot of Igbo tribe from Nigerian use that word, like the N word, like the word nigga, to call us African American descendant people Agatas. So I'm Agata, right? Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm Agata. Yeah, I'm a Gata. You're right, I'm a Gata. I'm a wildcat. I'm a Leo. I'm a Lion King. I was born during the August season of the Leo season, and a lion of the king is a king. If you're from Africa, you know the lion's a king of the jungle, right? And the world is like a jungle. The truth of the matter is, I'm going to talk about the word Agata. In America, here in Houston, we have a lot of Nigerians here, and many of them in the Igbo tribe, not all, but half of them do not like African American people. They said we lazy, we ghetto, we trash, we dumb, we been here 400, 500 some years, and we haven't did anything in our life, and Martin King fought for us while we still in the ghetto, this and that. Question, what made us to be Agatas? Let's rewind history, class. Class in session. You call us Agatas, but your ancestors, the surviving members, was on the in the wars, right? Remember in Africa, even y'all blaming Arabian people, which is the ones who involved are guilty as well. To this day, still like in Algeria somewhere or Libya, they haven't. But they've been going on for centuries, and y'all ain't stopped that mess. What it is. People don't know how slavery started. Yes, the Arabians who were Muslim went there too, but the African tribes practiced this too among these sub-Saharan African black people uses. So if you fought in a tribe, and I don't mean to bash the blood in the Crips game, we're going to use this as a to get in your head. Let's say the blood gang fight the Crip gang. The Crip gang lost. They become slaves to the blood gang. Here come clan member trying to make money. The Ku Klux Klan Nazi. They come there and the blood gang sell the Crip gang on the ship. I use terms to get in your head. Well, that's what happened in Africa. You had different tribes in Africa who fought amongst each other and there were prisons, wars. Don't try to brush up. You was enslaving those people. And nobody should be nobody's slave, whether they white or black. But you saw money in that, right? You saw money. When y'all was putting the slaves, my ancestors, on the ship and gave it to our white ancestor, because don't forget, we're mixed. We're not pure blacks. You didn't care about, your ancestors didn't care about their lives. You didn't care about them being lynched and raped and beaten. Their lives didn't matter. With the paychecks you got from the white traders, who was giving the tobacco, the money, gold, silver, maybe gun, whatever, some type of monetary item that was more important than those humans on the ship. As they came here in America, they went all over. They went to here, the United States. They went to Mexico too. They went to the parts of Latin America, Caribbean, all over. And they was being the white man's slave. Sometimes the Native American slave. Sometimes people of color who mixed with the white folks who were part of the black, well, they were being a slave too. All because for the love of money. Okay? So let me tell you something. When you call us Agatas, because we wildcats, we don't fit into your culture. Your ancestors didn't care about that. They care about that buku money. So tell them that tell your own self, seeking your own guilt, because it's not our fault. We don't know what part of Africa we're from. Then we sometimes have to buy DNA tests and don't always give the true data because it's limited resources of DNA tests. But we got to find out where our tribe from. Where we Yoruba, where we Igbo, where we what's called Fulani, where we all Bantu, or any other tribe that we mix with besides white and Native American. Okay, there's African descent. We don't even know all that's what we call us African American, black, whatever. But we're not pure. We're mixed. Don't forget that we have three homelands to go to. We have Africa, we have North America, meaning Native American tribes mixed with us as well, and we also have white doing slavery. And we always break except for grandma who's a white woman, Irish, English, American, mulatto. After slavery, who was passing for white, okay? So we have three homelands to go to. My background is African American, so you know the tribes. French and Irish and English, and the only tribe I can know that's Native American is Choctaw, and also Spanish and Irish. Because I have French, Spanish, Creole, I have a Spaniard last name in my family tree, Real. So I'm part Hispanic. You know, not from the south of the border, but from Louisiana, because Spain took over Louisiana one period of time in 1700s. So point is, truth of the matter is, I have 3 homelands to go to. But I don't know what part of Africa I'm from, but you call us Agatas. Well, if it wasn't Agatas, we wouldn't be Agatas right now if your ancestors didn't take part of the slave trade. Yes, the kings and queens. They didn't want them peasants to be kings and queens either once they lost the war. They didn't go home in war and let them people just say where they at. They saw monetary needs. And it was treated less harsh than here in America. Well, that could be true, but the people who trade them into from white will trade my African ancestors on the shit that you sold to my white ancestors. Y'all didn't care about why our white ancestors gonna treat our African ancestors on the ship. You didn't care about that. You care about the money and everything else. That was more important than anything. The sugar, the tobacco, all that other stuff they was giving you for a human being. You didn't care about their black lives. They didn't care about their mad you. So it's not our fault. I had to go there. So when you come in this country called Agatas, you want to know why the problem. Yes, like I did in my other video, it's two-way street. You got folks in the system don't want to see us make it, and you have those within the community who don't want to make it. So it's two sides of the coin. But there are people like myself who do want to make it, and we're tired of the bullshit. See, some of us welcome you in, treat you like a brother, treat you like a sister, because we do have African DNA. But when you want to get in your feelings, you want to mistreat us, talk to us crazy, and yeah, you said, well, Nigeria, like, no, well, excuse me, in America, you're not in Nigeria no more, or any other part of Africa. You're here. We respect people. I respect you, respect me. But if you don't want to do that, we're going to go to blows. And that's how we do it down here. We ain't asking for it. You can't be a friend or a brother or sister and stab us back at the same time. Stop trying to be Cain when we did Abel. Okay? You got to treat people respect the way you want to. And maybe back home they do that, but at the same time, we know that back home, the Igbo tribe and Yoruba and the Muslims who are Nigerian do not get along with y'all. They all fight. Once the English had left and gave their DNA, because have y'all ain't pure black either down there. When they gave their DNA, besides the Arabian people, gave their DNA to y'all from different shades too. Then you want to come here and talk to us crazy. And I say all Nigerians, you want to take the positions of security officer or either you bosses and even police ought to be rude and talk to us down. And you want to know why we don't like your dumb ass. It's because you treat us like shit. We dealt with that for 400 years too. For our white people and other people of other races. And within our own community. The last time we need somebody from the motherland who didn't experience that shit for 400 years, Jim Crow and rape slavery, to come and mistreat us the same way. Once you do the investigation, why we at. And why you want to be that brother, sister, want to help us out, treat us with respect the way how we want you to treat us. Because we ain't Agatas until you want to get in your feelings about how we don't live by your standards. But your ancestors who was a slave trader, who's part of the slave trade, didn't care about that. So you need to question yourself and the history you come from first before you question ours. See, we've been in this country for 400 years, but our African selves. Our European ancestors came later on. We're part European, and the American side of us was here already. So we're not full-blown black. Let me get straight. Why we consider black in one period of time, which we can classify ourselves who we really are now. Because they had a one-drop rule. I mean, if you had one drop of black blood, you was black. And that's why we come different colors and heritage. And they don't look like motherland Africa that was before the mixture here, okay? They don't look close to the color here I have on my shirt. And I'm saying stereotype, but it's the truth. It is. So when they did that, they did it to make more slaves on plantation. That's why I'm not with the one drop rule. They were raping black women or seducing black women. It was consensual in order to make that baby, that mulatto baby, be a slave. They even get those who were free, who had consensual relationships with white people or the American people, and they will yank them and put them on plantations because they had that one drop. So that's why. That's why our culture is different. That's why we just. So before you call someone a Gata, you need to do investigation about what happened in Africa, the Nigerian part of the slave trade. Because if your ancestors was from kings and queens who was giving their ancestors, our African ancestors, giving our African ancestors on the ship and helping and whipping us as and getting kidnapping us for white people to have our white, which is our white ancestors as well, then that's not our fault. You need to look at your doggone self. Because you came, one thing that kills me, you come over here and it wasn't for Agata named Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and the rest of them, you wouldn't have them doggone jobs. You'd be picking cotton, strawberries, and everything else. You'd be doing the cleaning in the house and being somebody's mammy maid. And feel a butler and stuff. Uncle Bean and shit. That's not the thing you'd be doing. Before you call us any agatas or try to make any derogatory names to us, you need to look at yourself. And if you don't like the way we treat you when you disrespect us, because one thing in America, we don't take disrespect. See, that's back in the day, in the old school days, in 2000s, 1990s, and the 80s and stuff, because I'm 38 years old, we don't take disrespect from anybody. We'll check a white person, we'll check Hispanic, we'll check a people with African American, dark light, whatever, hair, can care, whatever, and we'll check you too. Because it's about respecting each other. Maybe you didn't learn it in the country you're from, but in America, you will show respect and I show respect. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we will disrespect you if you disrespect us, because we've been disrespected for 400, 500 some years, and we're fucking tired of it. Include those within our own community, include those outside who are white, who we related to, and the other people out there who don't fit in the community, African American community, even our Hispanic brothers and sisters. We're tired of that shit too. Okay, so you get my point. We don't play that mess. Respect go both ways. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. If you can't take it, that's not my problem. That's your problem. But you can call me all type of gods because I'm proud of being a wildcat in the jungle, okay? Because I know not all Africa jungle, they have stuff, civilized places where they have water and building stuff. They always show the bad part of Africa on the Discovery Channel, but it's not of Africa. We know that. I know that for educational reasons. They have nice towns and theaters and churches and everything else. They don't show that in Africa, in the United States. But in Nigeria, if you live in the jungle, any parts of Africa, the lion is the king of the jungle. And I don't mind being that wildcat. At least he's a leader, not a father. And I am a leader. I am the Lion King. I am that Simba. I am that Leo. I'm proud to be born of the August Leo. And I do not want to be submissive, and especially someone who talks to me like shit. Now, what that color is, so get prepared. You get disrespectful, you talk to me like shit, because we can do the Christian way, respect each other, or we can do the evil way, eye for eye. And that's what we do. We got you too, in between. Okay? So that's why I had a problem called Agata. Yeah, I'm Agata. I'm that Lion King. I'm that simple. I remember that and call nigga. Because nigga is stupid and ignorant and trash. But I didn't become a Agata on purpose. If you know what I mean. If it wasn't for your ancestors in the motherland who was getting buku checks and money and everything gold and silver and diamond and everything else for my African ancestors to be put on that slave ship and be sent to America by my white ancestors and dehumanized. And later on got mixed with Native American DNA. If that didn't happen, it wouldn't be that Agata stereotype you talk about. Okay? So blame the ancestors who stayed in Africa, who had no part, who didn't go on a slave ship. Where were they at? Helping them too? Or being silent like crickets? Think about it.